intelligence with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Trojans. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Takes a hit as he fires.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left, wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back.
And what a start for this guy. That's now his 2nd interception in the first quarter of this game. He has been an absolute ball hawk in this thing early, and the quarterback would do well to stop throwing his way the remainder of this game.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Had to throw it before he wanted. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Really nice job by the defense. 3rd and short, the whole menu's open, but they were ready. They saw the pass coming, tight coverage in the back end, and the quarterback had no choice but to throw the football away.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Makes the grab down the left side. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
They'll go with a quick touch pass.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Tight end now in motion. They'll leave it with him. Creates a little room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
A little bit inside, a little bit outside. Nice job. Hey, keep him guessing, right? Running up the middle to keep him honest. Now toss it on the perimeter. Make them set the edge on the outside with their defensive ends. They don't do a good job here. Nice positive game. Now let's go get 7.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. San Diego State is on top right now, but that's not exactly Marshall Faulk out there running circles around the D. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Syracuse. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
A nice job by the quarterback there working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. As they come over the football, 1 minute to go here in the first. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. On the run, deep down the right side. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
And the Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Trying to barrel in. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. Field shrinks. Tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A a linebacker. He can run by him, so that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll whip this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Pressure coming. Finds a man on the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in. It's Price. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. I think he wanted to take a shot there, and he took a shot all right and dumped the ball off to the running back.
There's no doubt, Reese, and he took a shot, but I think he did the right thing. I want to push the ball down the field. I want to make big plays, but when it's not there, be smart. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Looking down the left side. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a big-time completion. And guys, I think they caught the defense napping right there. I think everybody on defense thought that they were going to maybe throw to the sticks on that one, but instead, quarterback had some other ideas. He had a matchup he loved one-on-one, vertically down the field. He took advantage of it. This guy made a great catch. Let's keep this drive going.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
It's been a nice drive by this offense so far, and now his quarterback is faced with a critical third down in the red zone, trailing by a couple of possessions. If they're able to capitalize here, get this first down, score a touchdown on this drive, this game takes on a completely different feel. So this just feels like a massive moment in this game.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Owls! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. That's caught. It's good. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Looking to fire. Here's the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got his man on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's why it's so important to get it to your guys quickly. It's just a simple hitch route. Because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work after he made the catch. Was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the bootleg and rolling out. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
I love when you change the launch point. When you move the quarterback and bootleg it outside of the pocket. You can see he does a really good job of gaining depth as he goes outside. Now he's a threat to run the...
Touchdown Owls! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his back in the middle. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Quickly to the tight end. Bulldozes his way through. Across the 50-yard line on a huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw again. Got his man.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got the quick pass. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And there is no question they should just keep letting this guy throw the ball. He's 5 for 5 on this drive. They've only run 5 offensive plays, and he's already got him down here by the goal line. Let him keep chucking it.
Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking for space to the left. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Trojans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lost to fire on 2nd down. Stepping to the right. Got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get it through the air. Lets it fly. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Makes the grab plenty for the 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quarterback now breaking the field. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it! Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. The throw. The sure hands. It's key. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
And that is no good. But a flag is down on the field, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And he's already put 1 free spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. It is perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. kick off and get things started here in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Going to swing it on second down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On third down, he drops to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to run it. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Going right to work up top. Looking to buy time. Finds his man. It's Price. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get him.
Looking for a deep man. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle it up.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Firing to the right, complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Big fella moving. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And it's 3rd and goal, and listen, you're throwing for it. I get it, but we got to understand the shortness of the field down here and what I can get off quickly. I can't take sacks. I want to give myself that opportunity on 4th down to have a really manageable situation if I want to go for it.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Price takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a way.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
On target to the left. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Wants to throw again. Uncorks one. Complete to the right. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Throws for the tight end. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
How about the hit on the tight end there? They knew they had to bring the lumber on the big fella to bring him down, and they just blew him up.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. And the Owls want to crank the tempo. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Rice! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Out of the chute, quick cross to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Back to pass. They're working that left side. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Got it in the middle, it's key. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances there on that third down. There was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Trojan. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch up to speed on things. Middle Tennessee is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Murfreesboro, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by just 2 over Louisville. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation in this one. Second and third and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell in that pass rush, man, they were coming.
Makes the catch. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Heading to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, USC! And the route is on. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll move the tight end. From the shotgun, the inside give. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Bringing the heat. Did as he throws. And his fifth interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Bringing it back. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the big fella. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Hoffman. And this one will be stopped for no gain. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good.
He tries to take the top off. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
This defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
Pulls it in on the left. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Rolling, throwing, looking right. Touchdown, Rice. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score.
36.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. At the 35, he's loose. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. Turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Fighting off the defender. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Quick handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that D tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and he was able to get that tackle for loss.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
It's It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. He'll throw it right on the money. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Ball is loose. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now on 2nd down. DBs will try to keep everything in front. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for the squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
Thanks.